Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I am going to be doing a review on the Carnival Conquest that I just went on. It was a 3-day cruise out of Miami Port. So I am going to rate it and tell you my personal opinion. So let's get started, okay? If you have not yet, please like and subscribe to the channel. Share, tell all your friends, encourage your friends to go solo traveling. I need some new followers. I am trying for 2023 to just gather more people on my channel. So any type of comment, like, share would help so much. So let's get started with this review on this cruise. All right, so I did not realize to the last minute that this cruise was going to be a 5.5-hour drive. I live 30 minutes out of Tampa, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be a very long drive. So luckily I had a friend that let me stay with her in Melbourne, and that's 3 hours from where I'm at. So I spent the night with her, got back up at 6:30 the next morning and drove to Miami. Once I woke up, I'm like, hey, I'm leaving early. I should be at the port at least by 9:45, 9:50. I'll have time. My check-in time for Carnival was 10:30 to 11, so I was super hopeful I would get there on time. Unfortunately, that was not the case at all. Okay, once I hit West Palm Beach, all hell broke loose. I mean, I came up on traffic that was just at a dead standstill. I'm talking, we didn't move an inch. I'm trying to look from left to right, seeing what's going on. It went 4 miles. I'm panicking, saying, oh my goodness, I'm supposed to be at this port between 10:30 and 11. Oh my goodness. I was looking on Waze. I was looking on iMaps. I was looking on Google Maps. There was nowhere to go except for going straight.
An hour later.
I literally sat in that traffic for an hour and 15 minutes. I was panicking. I seen arrival time go from 9:30 to 10:15, 10:20, 10:30, 10:45. I was freaking out. I had never been on a cruise by myself, and I picked the early time to get on the cruise, and now I'm freaking out thinking that they're going to deny me because I'm not going to be on time. I was praying and I was sweating bullets. Luckily, I guess it's been there for a while, so we started creeping. After sitting there for an hour and 15 minutes, we finally broke through. I was like, I can't deal with this anymore. We got to keep on going. I was starting to do 85, 90. I usually don't drive that fast, but I picked up like 30 minutes driving that fast. Everything was smooth until I hit Fort Lauderdale. Another accident. I was devastated. The GPS just told me I would be there right at 10:25, okay? And it's just trickling up. I'm like, I'm never gonna make it to this port. This is a complete nightmare. Luckily, this one went pretty quick. I think I was at a standstill for maybe 15 to 20 minutes. So once I passed that, I was like, okay, we got to get on some toll road or something. So I tried everything. Even the toll roads were so backed up, but I still kept on going. Once I hit to Miami, it was bad, but it wasn't too bad. So at this point, I'm already, I think, 20 minutes late to checking in. So I get off the tunnel exit to go to the port, and I see this light saying tunnel closed to cruise terminals. I'm like, oh my gosh, you cannot be serious. Once I got closer, it was a complete nightmare. It really was closed. I don't know what was going on. I was panicking. I'm already 25 minutes late. Now we're at another standstill in front of the tunnel saying closed to all cruise terminals. Everybody's honking, trying to get in front of everybody. People are cursing, mad, saying they about to like freak out because they're going to miss their cruise. I'm freaking out silently. Then 20 minutes later, the tunnel opens. It was letting 30 people in at a time. I was one of the first 30, so I was able to get through there. And once I got through there, it said Port of Miami. And I was like, okay, I'm at the Port of Miami. This is good. I am on Carnival Conquest. So as soon as you get under the bypass that says welcome to Port of Miami, you're supposed to veer to the left. Oh no, there was cops saying you cannot come this way. Being discouraged, I was like, okay, whatever. He made traffic go all the way to like the Celebrity Cruise or MSC Cruise, whatever cruise line that was, then circle around to go up to the Carnival. It was a complete nightmare. People were everywhere. Luggage was everywhere. They was crossing the road, not looking up. Nobody wanted to drive right. It was a disaster. Luckily, 5 minutes later, I found the garage right in front of Conquest. Once I got into the garage, I just said a quick prayer saying, just calm me down. I made it. This is just a new experience. This is just Miami traffic. And I got my bags and I proceeded to go through the check line. After standing there for about 25 minutes, it was super easy. All I did was show them my birth certificate, my ID, and off to the ship I went. The muster station was very easy. It was kind of hard to find because I'd never been on this ship before and I was by myself. However, I found it. It took less than 3 minutes to get done. I was able to get that done and go straight to Guy's Burgers. Oh my goodness, guys. If you have not been on Carnival Cruise, Guy's Burgers are just the #1 hit. So I went up there. Everything was fire. I remembered it like it was from 2017 when I first went on my cruise with my mom and aunt. And it was super duper good. So after that, I was able to go to my room. My room was fine. I was able to decorate my door as you seen in the last video. I went to the Lido deck for the sail away party. That was fun. I'm glad I brought a jacket because it was that cold front coming in that we've been battling for the past week. So it was pretty chilly on the boat, even in Miami. But everything really went good. As far as seating went in the dining room, it was so funny. They put all solo travelers together. So there was like 5 of us at this big table and everybody had a story of why they're traveling by themselves. It was good peoples. Like, I really did have a good time. I had a Caesar salad, which was, it was okay. It was kind of, you know how if you leave dressing on lettuce, it gets soggy. It was kind of soggy. The breadcrumbs or croutons, whatever they put on it, they wasn't really flavorful, had no salt and pepper, nothing. It was just like blah. I did have the steak, which was like broiled steak. It was super thin. I mean, it was good, but it was really thin. And I don't know if it was because I was excited the first day, but that was not the last time I ate. It left me hungry. I mean, I was so hungry. But the best thing at the dinner was the tiramisu. OMG, that tiramisu was straight fire. I wish I would have asked for another one. Oh, so pro tip. With all these changes with Carnival, You are allowed up to 3 plates. That means 3 appetizers, 3 entrees. If you go more than 3, it's $5 per plate of food after that. So just keep in mind. Once I left the dining room, I explored the buffet. I didn't think I was going to like anything at the buffet. Oh, they had some good comfort food. I found some fried shrimp, some sauteed green beans, some mashed potatoes and gravy, mac and cheese. They had some really good stuff. Potato salad. I was eating it all. I was so hungry, and I can't believe I ate like literally 2 dinners in one sitting. It was crazy. Overall, the dining food for the first night, I would give it a 3 out of 5. It was mediocre. I think they could have seasoned stuff better, but I was hopeful for the next night. For lunch, I don't remember what I ate. I think it was West Indies. They had like a bunch of curry, goat dishes. I'm not really a fan of curry or anything, but you know, I'm on a cruise, so I wanted to try it. It was okay. I mean, I gave that like a 2 out of 5. I didn't take any pictures of it because it looked hideous. I don't know what it is about curry, but sometimes curry it's just not pleasant to like take a picture of. The dinner that night, I had Sicilian bass or Chichilian bass, whatever it's called. Was not the greatest. My creme brulee was burnt on the edges. The center was fine, but the creme brulee was burnt on the edges. So that overall dinner was a 3 out of 5. It just was not up to par like I would want it to be. I did not go back to the buffet, but I did on night 1 and night 2. I did get the pirate pizza, which is so good, by the way. It's a perfect like late snack. Another complaint was the hot tubs. The first night I did get in there and it was kind of lukewarm, but it was tolerable. The second time I got in there was just not even hot. So we asked 3 people to turn up the heat. Oh, we can't. We just take orders for your drinks. We did let somebody know. Well, they let somebody know 6 times and they would not fix it. So somebody finally came out there and said, we've been having this problem since the last cruise. Well, if you've been having that problem since the last cruise, then you need to shut down that particular hot tub or let people know, hey, it's only going to be lukewarm or a little bit under lukewarm or something. So I think they should have told more people that it's a problem that they just cannot fix right now. So the hot tub was a 3 out of 5. The entertainment. I know people are probably saying, she ain't said nothing about entertainment. I'm just weird. I can't stand musicals. I don't like plays. I don't like, what else do they do? I don't like the comedy clubs. I just don't like that. Either they're really good or they're really bad. The adult comedy club is like at 10:30 at night. I just don't stay up like that at all. So I didn't go to any of those. The only thing I did attend was the karaoke, which was really fun. Like we had some good singers on the boat. So I attended that and I did trivia 3 times and I won a medallion, as you can see in the other video. It took me 3 tries and I won it from the trivia called Actors Trash. So basically Actors Trash, they'd be like, who else? Who did they say? Oh yeah, one of them was like Will Smith, and she was like, oh, his trash can would be a device that erases your memory, a jumpsuit that he wore flying a plane, and he had an afro with 90s clothing on, and obviously that was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So I was like, oh, Will Smith. So I was really good at that. Very, very surprised. So that was really fun. I really, really wanted to do the Harry Potter, but it was at 10 o'clock. They were running late with my breakfast. Oh yeah, the breakfast wasn't that great either in the dining room. I was just so disappointed with their food this time. When I first went on it in 2017, everything was immaculate. Now that this pandemic has been here, everything is just trash. I don't know. But anyways, I missed the Harry Potter one and I came super late. But I'm telling you, and I've watched Harry Potter a million times. I've read the books once. And them questions were hard. I probably would not even got 5 of them right. Because I think I got there right when it was like on number 8 or 10. I didn't know them questions. They were asking ridiculous questions. So I wish I would have got there on time, but I just didn't make it. Breakfast in the dining area was just okay. The first day that I went there, which is the second day basically, I ordered eggs Benedict with a side of bacon and a parfait. The parfait was fire. I mean, they had raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, awesome granola. They had some dates in it. Good ratio of yogurt. It was fire. I had the eggs Benedict. It was good. I had the hollandaise sauce, but that bacon was like, it got left out a couple of days in like steam or water. It was rubbery. It just didn't have no meat on it. It was so paper thin. So I gave that breakfast like a 3.7 out of 5. It was really good until I got to the bacon part. It was just no bueno. The third day, which is the last full day, I went there again. And I had deluxe, which is bagel, cream cheese, salmon, and capers. That salmon did not taste good. They gave me 2 capers. They gave me a cream cheese container that only had this much cream cheese for 2 big bagels. And it just didn't seem right. I don't know. It just didn't taste good to me. I asked for another parfait, a granola parfait. It had so many raisins, so many dates, so much granola, 1 raspberry, a brown mint leaf that was just, it just looked like it's just been sat out all night. It was not good. There was hardly no yogurt in it. I just did not enjoy it. So I gave that breakfast a 2.5 out of 5. It was just not good at all. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. A lot of people were asking, why didn't you get off the boat in the Bahamas? Well, I have another cruise coming up next month, and I'm going with my friend, and we're going right back to the Bahamas. We are leaving out of Port Canaveral, which is in Orlando, instead of Port Miami. So I was like, I'm not getting off the ship, and we're going to be doing this in another month. Another thing is I am traveling solo. I know how aggressive those port people are. I absolutely hate hurting people's feelings because I'm a little bit too mean, but I just didn't want to deal with the aggressiveness. I just wanted to be there because I was healing. It was like a healing process for me. I just lost my baby of 15 and a half years. I just didn't want that added pressure. I just wanted to do things on my own. I wanted to move at my own pace. I didn't want nobody grabbing me, trying to force me to buy stuff. So no, I did not get off at the port. I didn't care. But it was fantastic because half of the ship was off. I mean, I was the first one at the buffet line, okay? They were doing Salisbury steak, fried chicken, and all this southern food. It was so good. And it was fresh because they just put it on the buffet. And I was the first one to get the first patty. So that was a good advantage. I was able to get into the hot tub, which was lukewarm, but it was in the daytime. And there was hardly nobody in the hot tub at all. It was just me and this other girl that usually comes to dinner with us. She was one of the solo travelers. We kicked it. Then people started coming back from the Bahamas. They were lit off of that Bohemian rum, they said. Everybody was smoking ganja. I don't know how people got ganja on that thing, but people were smoking it through their vapes. They were smoking a joint. I don't know how they got it on that ship because they had dogs. You know, whenever you get on the ship, they have the dogs sniffing everything. I don't know how they did it unless they bought in the Bahamas, but everybody was high and drunk, and I don't drink and I don't smoke. So that was kind of weird. Once we started leaving the Bahamas, everybody kind of got sad and everything. So dinner was sad. However, dinner was rocky because of that big cold front that we've been battling for a week now was first coming in. The seas was relentless. The sea has been like that the whole time. I'm telling you, when I first got on that ship, I realized whenever I was unpacking that, oh my goodness, I left my deodorant in the car. So I had to go up to the Carnival store. All of the motion sickness pills were wiped out. Everybody was throwing up. I'm telling you, on the Lido deck, every bathroom I went in, throw up in every toilet, on the floor. I had to tell attendants, yo, people are throwing up. And that was making me sick, seeing them throwing up or just walking in there and seeing throw up all over the floor. People were getting sick everywhere. So back to the dinner on the last night. I was fine. The boat has been rocking because we were just literally just sitting out there. Until after I tried frog legs for the first time. I've never had frog legs. They said, oh, on the menu, if you want to go wild and try something new, we have frog legs. So they were weird. Never again. I can't do it. But anyways, after I ate the frog legs and got me something to drink, everybody's wine glass was just swish, swish, swish. I felt like I was getting vertigo. I had to look down and cover my eyes, and everybody at the table like, are you okay? I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna throw up. I'm just very dizzy. So I was able to finish my short ribs, and I sat at the table for a little while longer, and I said, I gotta go back to my cabin. So I made it back to my cabin. If moving like that, if that's how it's like being drunk or having a hangover, I don't want it, because I was just walking just crazy back all the way to my cabin. So I made it back to my cabin. I said, let me just lay down, because I really wanted to do karaoke. I was going to sing a song, and dedicate it to my baby. And I was like, let me just lay down for 15 minutes and see if my body's going to, be okay. I fell asleep. 30 minutes later, I woke up. I looked in the mirror. I see my makeup just smeared everywhere. I said, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to go back out. I'm by myself. I'm on nobody's time. So I took off my makeup and I jumped in the shower, put on my bedroom clothes, and I went to sleep, guys, at 8:30. I was just over it. The boat was still swishing and swaying. I just did not feel like doing nothing, so I just went to bed early. We docked in Miami at 6:30 in the morning. I was on literally the first floor by the engines, and they were so loud. So I heard all the engine, pulling up to the dock, roping everything up. I heard it all. So I got on up, I packed, and I was like, you know what? I'm not hungry because the boat's been swaying all night, but let me just go look at their buffet, because I was thirsty. I didn't have no water in my room. So I got up, and they have this guava passion fruit, and I always mixed it with apple juice. So good, so fire. But anyways, I was like, let me just look on the buffet. They had some good food. I don't know what it was, but something's like, well, since you already got 35 minutes to just kill, let's try some food. Their hash browns are so good. And I got hash browns. I got some eggs, and I don't even eat eggs like that. I got oatmeal, and I don't even eat oatmeal like that. What else did I have? I had some fruits that I don't usually eat. But I was grubbing. I was like, what? It was really good. Like everything, even their oatmeal was good. So I gave their breakfast like a 4 out of 5. On the last day, it was really, really good. Once I got done with breakfast, it was time to go back to my room to get my bags because you had to be out of there at 8 o'clock. So I left my stewardess a nice tip. I wrote him a nice card so he would be satisfied because he really did do a good job cleaning my bathrooms and everything, even though I didn't leave anything messy for him. I picked up after myself. So this is what I did not like, and this was different, and now I know for the next time. So they kept doing intercom announcements. If you're in Mustard Station A, B, and C, you can go to Lido deck or gangway or whatever deck. I think it was deck 4. So you can get off the boat if you want to do express. So I didn't check my bags. I wanted to do express because I wanted to get off that boat. It was done. Like them 3 days, I was just done. Especially switching back and forth. So I get up there early. I said, well, I'll just wait up there until they call Mustard Station G. I'm sitting there by the elevators. I swear, 200 people done passed me. And then I guess one of the conductors that were make sure everybody was going, and he just looked at me. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm waiting for Mustard Station G. We're only on E. He said, no, you can go ahead and go. I'm like, then why didn't you say that on the intercom that if we go on up there to level 4 and we're already done, we can just go ahead and go, even though it's not our mustard station? So I didn't like that, how Carnival did that. It took forever. I was like, I could have been off this boat by at least 10:45 at the latest. And I done had 200 people pass me, handicapped, little kids, everything. It was insane. Another thing I did not like, and I totally forgot. I forgot that kids are on spring break. Not spring break, but winter break. There were kids everywhere. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. They took over the hot tubs. They took over the pools. They took over the buffets. There was no parents saying, hey, Johnny and Sally, don't be putting your hands in the buffet. Oh, no. They were coughing, running on, tables. There were some unruly children, and I can't stand that. I'm Southern. We grew up with belts and switches because I'm telling you, them kids would have got some belts and some switches if it was me. And I love ice cream. I did not try 1 ounce of ice cream on that ship. Not 1 ounce. And you know why? It's because the kids, every time I passed an ice cream machine, they had their finger up there. They were putting ice cream in all kinds of contraptions. It was ridiculous. It was spilling everywhere. It smelled like sour milk because it was just sitting there for a long time. You would pass by machines because they would just pull the lever and just let it just swirl. It was just too much. I just couldn't do it. This is why I don't have children, because I would have just threw them off the boat and said, oh, I'm not a parent no more. No. And there was another family, nothing against this family, but they were Indian, and they had 2 children, and I've seen them multiple times. The baby, because he wasn't getting attention, he was coughing on everything. I thought maybe he just had a cold. Oh, no. He was going all day long, everywhere we went. Even when we got off that daggum boat and we were going through customs, he was just coughing. The parents said, oh, excuse him, wouldn't put their hand over his mouth, wouldn't tell him to put his hand over his mouth. He had to have been like 4 or 5, just coughing everywhere. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Then he had a sibling. I don't want that. I want a hamburger. I don't want nothing off the dinner menu. I don't want nothing off the buffet. I don't want this. You're going to eat it. Oh, no, I'm not. It was ridiculous. I wanted to pull his ear so bad for being so disrespectful to his parents. God help me. So, the overall cruise through processing, getting down there, the food, everything I done, the accommodations of being on the cruise, I will give this cruise a 3.8 out of 5. It wasn't the best experience, but it was a good experience for me because I've never been on a cruise by myself. And I have to take into consideration that it was Christmas break, so there was the cruise was at full capacity because of baby kids. There are a lot of things that they could have done to make things better. They could have seasoned the food. They could have controlled the ice cream machines a little bit more. Since they did cut it off, there's no more 24-hour ice cream. There's no more 24-hour pizza pirate. So they could have controlled a lot of things. There was no fights, thank goodness. Was there some ratchet ghetto people? Yes. Were there people smoking ganja? Yes. So it was kind of ratchet with the people. But overall, I met some nice people. I wasn't trying to make friends with anybody. I didn't ask for nobody's social, no numbers. No guys hit on me, thank goodness. I was just in my zone. So yeah, a 3.8 out of 5. I think that's good for them. I had a fun time. I would do it again. I just want to go on a different boat at a different time of year in a different setting and give that a rating again. And with that being said, I am going on another cruise next month. Me and my friend is going on that. We're going to go to the Bahamas this time. We're going to get off. We want to snorkel and see some fishes and some corals. So we're going to try to get to Love Beach. I heard Love Beach has some coral reef out there that you can snorkel and is very low tide, so we won't drown or anything. We're going to bring our own gear onto the boat. So I look forward to doing that, and whatever she wants to do, since this is her cruise, it's not mine. I already took mine. So whatever she wants to do is fine with me. I'm going to try to karaoke. If I do, I will ask her to record it. I just got to start practicing here and learning the lyrics. The lyrics are hard. If you don't know the lyrics, people start looking at you, booing you. So I don't want that. But I will document everything. I will vlog as much as I can. So yeah, I look forward to seeing that. I am trying to plan another cruise next December or November, so watch out for that announcement. Just waiting for them taxes to hit. You know what I mean? Because people are financially struggling, and I just want to be able to pay off some bills so I can travel and show you guys more adventures. So if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification button so you can see when I post. I always make shorts, and I try to post as much as I can, but it's just been very difficult since I lost my baby. I just haven't been motivated. But 2023, I promised him that mommy's gonna travel, and then once mommy travels and fulfills everything that she can afford next year, after I get back from my cruise in December or November, I'm gonna start looking for another one. But it's just way too soon for me to have another boo-boo bear at the moment. I just can't do it. My heart can't do it. My finances just, it needs a break, because it just needs a break. So that will be something to look forward to next year, and I will definitely, that's my goal for 2024, is that January to start looking for another Dotson. And I'll be bringing him along with me in my adventures, and being a mother again is going to be exciting, and potty training, and teaching him how to play. So I do look forward to it, but I just can't right now. I know a lot of people have told me that the best way to heal is just to go ahead and get another one. But when you take care of something 15 and a half years, you can't just get another one. All right, enough about that, or I'm gonna start crying because that just makes me super emotional talking about him. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is just my raw content. I hope that you like and subscribe. I know I keep saying that, but I do need subscribers. If you would like to leave a comment below, please do so. And don't hesitate to ask any type of questions about solo traveling or anything that I have to post. So I am going to leave you now, but I will be back. So have a great day, everyone.